Today's agenda is going to be this. We're going to work on these outcomes for today. And this covers two things. One, for people who have set up everything in their business, like their website, like their social channels, their offer, their pricing, everything, but they don't know how to market it. We covered that here. And we also cover if you have planned your revenue like we did yesterday for all of us in this group who actually planned our revenue yesterday. We set our goal and then we made a roadmap. What next after that? The second thing we'll do is secrets to scale from zero revenue to up. If you are making zero revenue in your business or super low revenue in your business as a freelancer, as a coach, or as a service-based business owner, or as a product-based business owner, then how can you scale from zero to up or super low revenue to up? The third thing is filling the revenue generating action plan. This is the major action we have today. This is going to be like your master sheet for how you will generate revenue in the next 3 months, like in this quarter. This is a question that I have come across a lot of business owners that I have reached out to. I've also come across this question from a lot of freelancers, a lot of coaches. So most of the people have this problem. As any kind of entrepreneur, actually, you would have created a website, maybe yes, maybe not. You would have done all your social channels, your Instagram, your LinkedIn, your YouTube, your Facebook. You would have optimized everything. You would have created an offer like, this is what I will offer. I'll offer Facebook ads, I'll offer funnels, or I'll offer career coaching, or I'll offer lifestyle coaching. How to start promoting. Now, we as a group yesterday covered that we have to set a realistic revenue goal, which will help us to figure out how many clients we need or how many sales we need, right? After that, we created the revenue roadmap, which told us that how many people we need to find. You do remember, right? Our outcome of the revenue roadmap yesterday was how many leads we need and how many offer viewers we need, right? So even after you have all this number, how do you start? What next? So what I do for this is basically follow an AANC system. I have created this for myself. I follow this myself. So this is my recommendation, my thought, what I believe doing makes a difference. So this ANC system is basically actions to attract, nurture, and convert. Now, before you guys think that this is common advice, I want you to be a little patient with me because I am building up to something. I'm going to show you something that's going to make sense to you in context to this system once we move forward. Once you think you have everything to start making money, you have to take actions to attract, nurture, and convert. This is what next. This AANC system is what I'm going to describe to you when we fill the revenue generation action plan. But the secret that this will work is you. You have to take the action, but the action needs to have an intent behind it. So we are taking outcome-based actions. And the second is the quality of your action. For example, if your action is to reach out to 10 people, 10 new people in a day, and if you just talk to 2 people you already know, if you talk to someone who is not your ideal client, and if you talk to someone who is not going to become your prospect or not going to become your lead and not going to convert and become your client, then that is not a quality action that you're taking to scale your revenue. You know what I mean? If you go and run a search on internet right now, you're going to be able to see everything that is needed to be done to grow a business. But still, in spite of doing those things, some people get results and some people don't get results. Some businesses make sales, some people don't make sales. Some businesses get clients and some businesses don't get clients. What do you think is the difference there? Only difference there is you. As a business owner, as a coach, as a freelancer, and you, if you're doing this for your clients as well, you are the reason. So the revenue generating action plan that we are going to create right now, customized for you, you have to make sure that whatever actions end up being in your plan, whatever actions you need to take following that plan, you have to make sure that when you execute them, first of all, you execute them every day. And if you execute them, you need to have an intent behind your action. That means you need to make sure that your action is focusing on outcomes And you need to make sure that the quality of your action is good. There are two people. There's a person A, there's a person B. Person A finds someone. Person B finds someone. Person A sends a message to that someone. Person B sends a message to that someone. Person A makes the offer. Person B makes the offer. But person A gets no and person B gets a yes. What do you think is the difference in this whole process? Only thing different that could change the results is A and B. That is the person themselves. So keeping that in mind, let us proceed to the next section, which is the revenue generation action plan workbook. Great. It makes sense to you, then super great. I am super excited getting into this sheet. This was the roadmap that we had created yesterday. When we had put in our revenue goal in the beginning, and once we had completed the revenue goal, and once we had figured out how many people do we need for, and how many leads you need, and how many offer viewers you need. See here, right? So this is what we're going to fill in the revenue generation action plan. Let's make it, if you need 10 clients, okay? And if for 10 clients, you will need 100 leads. We had done the 10% conversion rule yesterday. And then we need 1,000 offers. So now this is the critical part. We need 1,000 people to view our offer. Now, the first step that we do for a revenue generating action plan is, what is your current audience size? I'm going to try this by filling my own data. So my Instagram currently is, let's say, 1284. 1200. So I have 1200 people in my Instagram. So you are going to fill in this yellow section completely the data which is yours. Nice here. In Facebook, I have around 900. In Facebook group, I don't have a group. This is the first group that I created, the Revenue Makeover Talent. So I'm not going to count that in here. But if you already have a group where you promote your business, then you can put your Facebook group audience size here. The next thing is your Facebook page. So in your Facebook page, the business page, how many people are there? So I have currently around 800 people there. So I'm going to put 800. How many connections you have in LinkedIn? So I have around 350, but I'm going to take 300 here just for example. How many people? What is your audience size on YouTube? You can put 0 if you don't have one. I have just started my YouTube channel like a couple of months ago. So I have 30 people in there. And what about your email list? So your email list is, I have around 150 people on my email list. So here are all my true numbers, my example. So you're going to want to fill all these columns with your current audiences. Put 0 wherever it is, put more number wherever you have more number. But you have to be really true in filling this up. Now this shows that I have a total audience of 3380. Right? But we're also going to look at the conversion rates from these audiences. Now in Instagram, if I have 1200 followers, all my followers are not my potential customers. What is the percentage of my audience that is my ideal prospects? Okay, so I know for a fact, for sure, because I do it once a month or at least once in 2 months. I do see people are following me. Who are they? What they do? Because I want to keep my audience clean. I don't want 10,000 followers and none of who are interested in what I do. So a lot of people do this. A lot of newbies do this. A lot of pros and experts and gurus do this, but you have to keep your audience clean, because as a beginner, as a person or as a business who is not making a lot of revenue in your business right now, you need to start with the basics, right? So you check, and I have also given some ideas in the next page. I will explain that. You should estimate based on your engagement and based on your awareness about your audience, and you can put a number here. I think only 10% of my audience is basically my ideal customers. So that means my possible prospect from Instagram is just 120 at this moment, right? So in the same way, Facebook profile. So I have given guides here. From your Facebook profile, it's mostly your personal family and your personal network. So I think I can only get 1% of prospects from there. So, right? So based on the quality, you have to put the percentage. Now, Facebook group, if your group is created for your business, then you might have like 20% people in your group might be your prospects. So you will know that. Same thing we do with Facebook page. So I think only 10% of my Facebook page followers are my ideal customers because I have gone through that. I know who is there on my page. And unless your following grows really big, like 10K, 15K, 20K, you can do a check and you can figure it out. And I'm also going to give you more suggestions on how you can do this check. And then in LinkedIn, I have 300 connections, but many of them are from my past jobs. So I think hardly 10% of the people. The same way for YouTube, 10%. Email list. Now, that is why people say don't buy email list. That is why people say don't buy Instagram followers, because if you do that, then your number here will increase. So this number, if it increases, definitely your prospect size from that platform increases. But your quality also has to be high. And that is why it is good to build it organically. It is good to keep nurturing with good content. It's good to keep attracting. So we will get there. But right now, we just understand this, that the first step to grow your revenue is to figure out what is your current audience size and what is your current prospect size. Because what you need here is 1,000 prospects to find 10 clients, right? So this number, again, I repeat, is taken from the roadmap. I have given it here. So once you get this prospect size from your current audience, then here you will see how many more quality prospects you need to achieve this goal. I'm going to take a pause and wait for you to let me know if this is making sense. It actually helps you to understand how many more prospects do you need to make sure that you get as many offer viewers as you need, to get as many number of leads as you need, to get as many clients as you want. Okay, so you can totally adjust this here. You can totally. So I have put this extra column here, okay, because I want to show an example here. So I've just taken some notes here. So suppose if you have 10,000 followers, okay, suppose you have 10,000 followers on Instagram, and if your quality of prospects is good, if you think 10% of your followers can be your clients and they are your quality prospects, then you don't need anything on any other platform, because you're getting the 1,000 prospects you need from here. So that means you have zero audience gap. Okay. But if you don't have 10,000 here, if you have 10,000 here, but your quality is less, then also you need more people. Okay. And if you don't have 10,000, you just have 500 here. And let's say you have 100 or 1,000 people on your email list, right? So if you have 1,000 people on your email list, the quality of email list is normally very high. It can go up 50%, because you are not going to get any random person on your email. People don't get on email lists randomly. People get on an email list of someone only if they're interested in what they're offering. So quality of emails list is highest actually. Then comes LinkedIn, YouTube, depending on your niche and your industry. So you have to work this out so that the prospect size here, will be good. So right now, I'm going to go back to my example and I need 720.5, which is not a good number. So let me make it 30. I need 713 new people to view my offer. So right now with my current audience, if I promote an offer, only 287 prospects will see it. But to get 10 clients and to get 100 leads, I need to show it to 1,000 people, 1,000 quality people, not random people. According to this, my prospects, I should have, like my expected leads from my current platforms for anything I promote is 28.7. I should have got 28. If I promote something right now, I should get 28.7 leads from my current platforms. And actually, I did get, when I promoted this event, did I get 12 registrations from Instagram? Yes, I did. Did I get one person from my Facebook? Yes, I did. Did I get 5 registrations at least from my email list? Yes, I did. And I will show that to you. That means if you're working 5 days a week, then every day you need to show your offer to at least 36 prospects. Okay. And once you get these 36 prospects, if you're able to add them to your Instagram or your email list or your YouTube or your LinkedIn, then it also ends up in building your audience. So this is the basic major task. I'm going to move on to the next page. And I want you to understand that the only thing we take to the next page from here is how many prospects you need to show your offer on a daily basis. Now, this is the main thing of this entire revenue makeover challenge. Okay, as you can see, this is 36 here. That means you need to show your offer to 36 people daily. And this goes back to your goal. If you show your offer to 36 people daily, once you fill this number will be different for you. Okay, this number is not a fixed number. This is going to be different for you once you fill all the yellow columns. So from here, we have got this number. So for me right now, the goal I entered, this 36 is the number of people I need to show my offer to daily. Okay, now this is your action plan. This sheet is going to contain everything you do on a daily basis. Now, the first thing that you need to do is regularly estimate your audience quality. Options and recommendations I have for you to check your audience quality regularly. You can conduct polls. If you conduct your offer, business, or service related poll, then based on the response of your audience, you can guess what percentage of your audience responded to your poll. What percentage of your audience responded to your question, which is related to your offer? What percentage of your audience is engaging with your value posts? What percent of audience is attending your lives? What percent of audience is attending your free events? And what percentage of your audience is actually opting in for your email list? So all these things, when you do repeatedly, at least 4 times in a month on a weekly basis, then you'll be able to have an accurate idea on your audience quality. And then you can go in here and enter that percentage. Like I have 1,000 followers and only 10 people are responding to what I'm posting. That means my audience quality of that platform is 1%. And then you have to work harder and include in your plan here things that will improve your audience quality. Your daily action plan for revenue growth or achieving your dream revenue in this quarter starts here, guys. I know this looks boring, but the boring work is what needs to be done to get the results. People who do the boring work, only they get results. But I want to show you it works. Now, these are a few screenshots I grabbed from just last week, like Thursday and Friday. If you see here, this person is messaging me and saying, I'm pretty impressed by the copy you have made because I sent my portfolio to this person and he had raised a request in one of the Facebook communities. This person actually, I posted and there were like hundreds of other people who had posted on his post, but he reached out to me to schedule a call with me. This lady, she also, she said like, thank you for your answer in ClickFunnels group. So it's an example is also there. She asked me if I'm an FB ads expert. And then she got back to me and she actually got on a call with me finally. Okay. This person has scheduled an ad for tomorrow. A call for tomorrow. Again, a person like, thanks for your comment. Would you like to have a quick phone conversation? And I asked her the details I needed to understand her service requirement. And the point is that the revenue generating action plan actually works and changes everything. This here, I didn't put more screenshots because there is no space. But this screenshot, if you see, you can see here, this is from my active campaign, guys. And in my active campaign, you can see that for Revenue Makeover Challenge, I've got 50 registrations. I promoted this only for 8 days, starting from 30th September. And in 8 days, I added 50 people to my email list. Okay, now if I go by the percentage quality, 10%, 1%, whatever it is, I am actually doing the work, right? So this works. You have to execute these things because this is what is going to make all the difference in your revenue generation. If you're not getting clients, if you're not getting clients for your coaching program, if you're not getting clients for your done for you services, if you're not making sales, then this is what's going to change the whole revenue outlook of your business. Okay, so this is important. Now, the first thing is you need to find 36 new prospects daily. This number is calculated. It will be different for you based on what you fill in here and based on what you filled in your revenue roadmap and your realistic revenue goal setting. Okay, so these are the ideas that I have shared here through which you can regularly estimate your audience quality. I've just started this like a month or 2 months ago, and it's making a hell lot of difference, because we'll keep improving with time, guys. Because with time and taking the actions that are here, that we're gonna deep dive in, your your audience size will also keep increasing, and your quality will also keep increasing. And that means your prospect size and your audience will keep increasing. And that means the gap will be decreasing. And when the gap is decreasing, then your work of finding new prospects daily, it's going to reduce. It might look like a lot of work right now, but once you are in the flow and the mode of executing it, this is going to reduce. If in the coming days, this increases to 1300, if this increases to 1000, if my Facebook group increases to 100, if my Facebook page increases by 50, so let's say, or let it be, it goes 850, let's say, and your LinkedIn, if my LinkedIn becomes 500 in the next 1 month, if my YouTube becomes 50, if my email list becomes 250, estimating your quality of your audience and working on fixing it, then this could go 15%, your profile could go 5%, minor changes, guys, minor changes, this could go 2%, Facebook page could be like, it'll be 10%, and LinkedIn could be like 12%, YouTube could be like 12%, email list could be like more engaged 40%. It reduces the number of new prospects you have to see, and that reduces the number of new requests you have to send. So you see how this works. It works beautifully, because once you start taking the action, this is going to keep reducing. Okay, so that is the first thing, estimating your audience quality. The second thing that has to be on your revenue generating action plan this quarter is building your email list. If your email list builds, if email list builds to 1000, let's say, they have opted into your list, means they are interested. They already like you. They already trust you probably a little bit. Maybe they don't buy from you right now, but if they're on your list, they can become your client like next month or next to next month, or even 6 months down the line. I will show you an example where a client spoke to me in 2020 and she's become my client now, and she's paying me $2,000 for that. So people who get on your list, they become your lead forever. And also the conversion rate of lists is better because you can nurture them more personally. Third action you need to do is attract prospects on LinkedIn. So unless you are a really, a product-based business owner, for everybody else, for coaches, for service-based, and for freelancers, LinkedIn is a great platform because people are more serious on LinkedIn. Then the fourth one is attracting prospects from Facebook groups. This is what most of the freelancers do and most of the coaches do. If you go to any group on Facebook, you'll see all the coaches and freelancers are looking for clients in groups. So this is also a good quality to improve. So these actions I'm talking about, guys, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is to improve your audience and the audience quality percentage, because once that improves, this improves and this reduces, right? Because when you go and post something in a group, or when you go and ask for people to hire you or comment on someone's post, only people who are interested in your service, they connect with you. Isn't that a high quality source of audience for your platforms? If people see your post, if people see your response to their comment and then they reach out to you, one, it's inbound. Second, they already like you because that's why they have reached out to you. So this is another source of high quality audience. And creating content on other platforms like YouTube and IG. So all these are your audience building and audience quality improving activities. But like everybody says these days, videos are better to create content on YouTube and IG, because videos, number one, they show your confidence. Secondly, they show your expertise, and your expertise and the way you work, the way you handle yourself is more visible in videos than in written content or image content. Now, second thing you can do through your content is build social proof, establish yourself as an expert. And once you see this, guys, you will suddenly understand that likes and comments don't matter. Okay, because the goal right now is to just keep adding super quality prospects to our audience, because once you have done the previous two worksheets, and once you have done the first page here, you know that you want 19 prospects every day. 19 prospects per day. You have to do those actions. I mean, you can keep continuing to do what you're doing in your content. I'm not giving you a content strategy here. But what I'm saying to you is that you need to attract people who are your prospects, because that is how your percentages will work. Okay. If you don't show your product or your offer as your done for your service offer or your coaching offer or your program offer to 19 people every day, then you are not going to be able to achieve this goal, that 1,000 in a month, and then 100 of them will become leads and 10 of them will convert. No, if this changes, then this changes, and then this changes. It depends on how much it changes. Is it making sense, guys? Does it look useful? If you have any questions, please ask me. Okay. Okay, it's useful and makes a lot of sense. Great. So now that we have understood the important things you have to do, because these are the things that's gonna help you show your offer to 19 people. So what I want you to do is fill this 30 days sheet for yourself. I will tell you from my personal experience that I have started implementing a 28-day plan recommended by my mentor and a 30-day plan that I have myself created out of that. I have tested and tried this. If I do this for just 4-5 days and leave it, it's not going to work. If I do this for 10 days and leave it, it's not going to work. Your whole outcome-based revenue generation action plan is to be able to show your offer to 19 people who are your ideal prospects. Okay, so if your goal is that, your goal is not to get 10,000 followers, your goal is not to get 100 likes on your post, that doesn't matter. That in no way helps in getting this number. So you have to be sure that your focus is on showing your offer, offering your service, offering your coaching program to 19 people every day, so that you are able to, reach like 1,000 people in a month, so that 100 get converted to your leads and 10 become your clients, right? And in here, you're going to write what you're going to do. So every day, don't do more than 2 or 3 things. I would recommend do 2 things every day. Okay. One could be asking people to join your email list, but you have to ask them this on every platform one day. The second thing could be asking people to sharing value on LinkedIn, making a post on LinkedIn, attracting prospects on LinkedIn. Then the third day you will do attracting prospects from groups. And the fourth day you will do is create your content and post it on all the platforms. And then maybe on one of the day in the weeks or one of the day, you check your audience quality by using a poll, by asking them to join, by going live, and all these things I've suggested. So you make your plan for all these days by selecting what things you're going to do from this. And the cooler part about this is, once you do your task, you have to note down here how many requests you sent for prospecting. This will include a total. So you have to go to groups and find people who are your ideal audience. Requests you send to people on LinkedIn, how many requests you send to people on Instagram, or how many, so on all the platforms, and how many people's queries you answered. So whatever you have done, I want you to put here how many requests did you send to find your prospects. Now, let's say you send it to 10 people on day 1. Okay. Then it will show you the request gap, that you have a gap of 9 people, because you're supposed to find 19 prospects every day. So you've not done a good job. And at the end of 30 days, when you see here, every day, someday you'll do, if you can't do someday, you're busy. If you send only 1 request one day you try to reach out to 40 people. So in the end, at the end of the month, it will show you were supposed to look for 519 new prospects, but you tried only 51. It's gonna, pinch you. It's gonna punch you, pinch you, make you feel bad, and you are gonna be motivated to take action. If instead of sending 500, sending your offer or sharing your offer with 519 new prospects, if you've shared with only 51, then If you don't generate the revenue of your dreams, it makes sense, right? You won't. You have to take action. Like I said yesterday also, like I'm saying today also, action beats everything. So when your gap is 0, that means you've done a good job of finding new prospects. Okay. If you get responses from people, if prospects respond to you or they accept your friend request, if they start following you on Instagram, if they connect with you on LinkedIn, if they follow you on YouTube. Today, I got new people on my email list. I got 2 new YouTube followers. I got 1 new follower on IG. I got 1 new connection in LinkedIn. I got 1 new person who followed my Facebook page. I got 1 new person who joined my Facebook group. And I found 3 people who reached out to me and connected with me from Facebook group. That means today you attracted 12 new prospects, right? Now your goal is 19, but 12 is not bad. But if you keep filling this also, this is important. If you keep filling this also, then at the end of the month, you'll be able to figure out from where your maximum prospects came. Okay. And it will also help you understand that I think I'm doing a good job on emails, but I'm not doing a good job on LinkedIn. So you will also know, you'll get the analysis that you're getting a higher quality audience. You're getting better prospects added to your audience on this platform or this platform or this platform, right? And you are not getting good people from IG or YouTube, like whatever, just an example I'm saying. So my point is that this exercise for 30 days, it not only adds prospects to your audience, it also helps you understand whether you are doing the job that you're required to do to get the numbers you're aiming for. If you're saying, someone said yesterday, my revenue goal for the quarter is 50K, then you have to take actions accordingly to make 50K, right? That is the key. So whether you're getting those people or not, if at the end of 3 months you say, I did not make 50,000 with this plan, then I would like you to check if your gap was 0 here. If yes, then did you analyze this? Because I want to know that from which platform you're getting better audience so that you can keep doing more of what you are doing well. And you also learn where you have to improve. These are the main things we have to do, right? Estimate the audience quality regularly, but we also have to build our email list, attract prospects on LinkedIn, attract prospects from groups, and attract prospects to our content, right? Now, this is not so straight and simple, right? So I've added here some tasks that will help you. And the strategy is your focus on all these platforms first is to attract and nurture. Actions to attract, actions to nurture. I've given examples like you can attract people to join your email list by asking them to join it. And you can give something of value, a lead magnet, a free video, that comes under content strategies that we're not covering in this session, but we are going to add an action here. Like your first action could be ask people to join email list. Okay. And the second is nurture, to share value. So you can say that create a value post. And you will also say like a value email, right? So this is email related tasks. In the same way, when you're filling up this, when you're filling up your 30-day revenue generating action plan, you're going to make actions for all platforms so that you start getting prospects from all platforms. Okay. So this is actually a help file to help you. You have to keep in mind that the outcome of the action you are writing here, there can be only 2 outcomes of actions here. One is that you are attracting people to your platform. Second is either you are nurturing people. You don't have to do anything apart from this. You just have to attract more people and then you have to nurture those people. Okay, those are the only 2 things that should be on your action plan. Now, once you attract them and once you nurture them for at least 5, 6 days, 10 days, or sometime continuously, then you start converting them to prospects. Because once you tell a person 4, 5 times, like every week, let's say a person sees your email or your post or your story or anything about attracting them to join your email list, they will join your email list after 5 days, 6 days, 10 days, X number of touch points, I mean to say. So you just have to continue and make a plan for 30 days to attract and nurture, attract and nurture, attract and nurture on every platform. And then they will convert to your prospects. They will convert to your prospects. Okay. And that is what is going to help you get 1,000 prospects, because your goal will be to select 1,000 prospects. Make sense now? So this is your monthly, your plan for the whole month. So you're working 20 days in a month, 5 days a week, 4 weeks. If you change this to 30, if you want to work like all days in a month, then you just need 13 prospects in a day. So like I just showed you how you copy it from the revenue roadmap to here and how it works. So if I'm working for 20 days in a month, then I need 19 prospects every day. Then I'm going to take these actions. But in this action sheet, whatever actions, daily actions, this is the daily action plan and it's for 30 days. Okay. And you can repeat this. You can repeat this. If 30 looks too overwhelming to you, you make your plan for only 10 days first, or you make your plan for 30 days, but execute it for just 10 days and see the results. Because once you start on day 1, it'll be difficult for you. Maybe you will get, like 0, 0, 0 here. Only from one platform you get 1, maybe you get 2. But as you keep repeating these actions, because now you are more focused on the outcomes. Now you know that what is the outcome you're expecting from these actions. You want people to become your prospects, and you want only people who are your ideal customers to become your prospects. You don't want to attract people who are never going to be your customer, because then the quality of your audience will never get better, right? So we know, we have the clarity now that our outcomes have to be related to these 5 things. I mean, our tasks have to be related to these things, and our outcome is just getting this number of prospects every day. So once you keep repeating this, you'll get better, and even your percentages will improve. If you, in the starting, if you talk to 10 people and you convert 1 prospect, your conversions will also improve, because you will get pro. And once you start getting people, you will be sure like what to repeat. So this is just to make sure that you take the action today and get there by next week, or get there by the end of 10 days. So you have to attract, send requests to attract, and then post valuable content on LinkedIn to nurture those people. Same way on all platforms. So everything you do for the next 30 days has to be outcome focused. And the outcome is to get people on your platform and then make them stay by sharing value. That is it. And looking at these suggestions, you're going to fill your actions for all these days. And then you're going to note down how many new requests you have sent to people to get them on your network and to grow your audience. And then you're going to note down here from where your audience grew today. If you're not ready to do this kind of commitment and input this kind of thought into your work, then it's not going to improve. Your revenue is not going to improve. Well, this is something you can do for yourself also. But if you're working for clients and your client needs to grow the sales, clients need to grow their revenue, you can apply this and use this for your clients also. So it's actually really a magical recipe. It's everything I do. This will give you a wonderful analysis after 10 days that, I'm getting more number of prospects from emails. I'm getting more number of prospects from YouTube. I'm finding more of my clients from LinkedIn. And then what you can do is, you can, instead of sending these 5 requests on each platform every day, you can start sending all 19 requests on LinkedIn, because you will know that that is a platform from where you're getting prospects. You're getting people who are interested in your work and service and your offer, right? So in the same way, you do more of what's working for you, and you try to improve a little bit on what's not working for you. Like if you're not getting, if after 10 days you see that I have been sending a similar request on all platforms, but from LinkedIn I found 5 prospects, but not from IG, then you can go and see like what you're doing wrong on Instagram, something you're doing wrong because of which you're not getting prospects there. Maybe you're not targeting the right people. Maybe you're not showing your message to the right people. Maybe your content is not interesting. Maybe your caption is not motivating. So you can figure out what's the issue, and you can figure out what's working well for you. So the ANC, actions to attract, nurture, and convert, this is the whole basis. This is my system. This is the whole basis of how I am generating my own revenue and my clients' revenue. And I want to say this thing to you before closing this sheet is that once you take all these actions, still, whether you will get clients or not, there are a lot more things that can impact that. Attracting, you're asking people to join, you're asking people to follow you, you're asking people to connect with you, asking people to join your group, like all these things, join your email list. But the approach you use, that can impact your result. How you are asking them, your messaging, that can impact. Whether your personal brand is established or not, that can impact whether. So these are the actions you have to take, but outcome-based actions, anything else apart from this is not going to get you prospects. But these also will get you prospects only if you have perfected your approach, if you are approaching people in the right way, in the right vibe, because people, I mean, how you are messaging them, how they are perceiving you as. If you send 5 requests or 10 friend requests, or let's say if you send 19 requests in a day to people who you think can be your ideal clients, whether they respond back to you or not depends on all these things, because this is the attraction strategy. You have to perfect your approach, perfect your messaging, perfect your brand, perfect your organic reach, and maybe do some paid strategies to attract and reach more people. So all these things impact your attraction strategy. Same with nurturing. The second thing is to nurture the people you are attracting with your content. Nurturing means you're warming them up. You're making them, now that they have entered your network, you're making them feel that you are the expert at what you do, and you are pushing them to consider hiring you, because it won't happen on the first go. The first person you reach out on a Facebook group or LinkedIn or Instagram is not going to become your client. Right? Everybody knows this. So nurturing strategy, like your content should be outcome based. Your content should be created in such a way that it shows you as an expert, builds your social proof, and makes them convert, right? And strategic emails is again as a nurturing strategy. If you set up an email system of regularly emailing people in your audience and getting them on your list, like I said, 1,000 on an email list is better than 10,000 on Instagram or LinkedIn or any other platform. So that also, whether you are nurturing them right or not, that also impacts your outcome for these actions. And the third is the conversion strategy. Now, when people ask you, or when people say that, yes, I want to hire you, then how do you present your offer? What is your pricing? If they say your offer is too expensive, what else you can do? How can you convince them to not leave without saying yes to you? How you can customize on the go? How you can understand their objections? How you can upsell, cross-sell, downsell? So these are the things, these 3 things, A and C. When you take action to attract, nurture, convert, your strategy makes an impact on whether the outcome happens or not. By following this revenue generating action plan that I've just shown you, I have actually been able to attract people continuously. My calendars are filling, my call bookings are increasing, and it works like a charm. It does. Okay, so just try this out. And I really, really want to say, if any of you tries this out, I want you to get back to me after a month, or I'll send an email to you after a month and ask you if you've implemented this. And if it did make any difference to you, please let me know. I would love to know your feedback on this. But for this revenue generating action plan to work, I want to do a quick reminder. I am the navigator, you are driving. I gave you the magical recipe. You have to brew the magic potion. This works like a charm. There is no other secret. There is no other advice that anyone can give you. Like I said yesterday also, even if Elon Musk gives you his mantra for becoming the richest man on the earth, it will not work for you if you don't take the action that he has asked you to. Now, if you're still feeling confused, frustrated, unclear about how to generate more revenue, you have 2 options. You can implement this challenge 100% for 30 days, set your realistic revenue goal, create your revenue roadmap, execute your revenue generation action plan for 30 days. I promise you it will work. It'll work 100% if you take action. There is no way that this will not work. This is the most detailed plan anybody could ever give you. to help you take action to generate more revenue in your business this quarter. So it will work 100% if you take action. But if you're someone who needs constant support to stay consistent, someone who needs accountability check to execute the plan, someone who needs guidance in all things tech, a community for support, then you can choose to work with me intimately and closely. So I'll be with you when you execute this plan. I'll offer accountability checks to track your progress, and I will provide expert solutions when you're stuck. You can apply to work with me by filling a form. And this is my first signature program, so it's very close to my heart. There is nothing about the price or anything right now. I just want to, I'm looking to fill just 5 spots because right now I'm just creating the program. So I'm looking to fill the 5 spots, and this is going to be the beta round. So I'm going to help 5 people get where they want to get in their revenue generation. But I need to select the right people. So I have created a form, and anyone who's interested can fill it. And based on your application, based on the inputs you put in the form, I will be able to figure out if I can help you or not. And if I think I can help you, and I can help you by working closely with you, then I will send you an email. And I'm just going to take 5 spots right now because I don't want to take on people who I will not be able to help. So thank you all for your time. Thank you for joining me for this challenge. And let's meet soon again.